What if a film from the past didn't just tell a story, but held up a mirror to a future it couldn't possibly have known? A future that is now our present. In 1999, David Fincher's Fight Club detonated on screen, leaving audiences stunned by its violence, its philosophy, and its unforgettable twist. But the true power of the film, especially its final chaotic moments, was not in what it said about its own time, but in what it predicted about ours. Here are 5 ways the ending of Fight Club captured the modern condition. Number 5. The collapse of grand narratives. The film's final scene, with buildings crumbling against the skyline, is more than just destruction. It's the symbolic death of the institutions we once trusted. Banks, governments, corporations. Project Mayhem's Great Reset was a violent rejection of the systems that promised order and stability. 2 decades later, we live in that reality. Widespread distrust in media, politics, and finance is no longer a fringe belief. It is the default setting for millions. The film saw that when the big stories we tell ourselves about society fall apart, all that's left is the individual watching the wreckage and wondering what comes next. Number 4. Identity as a performance. You are not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. Tyler Durden's mantra was a rebellion against an identity defined by consumerism. The narrator, a nameless cog, creates an idealized, charismatic alter ego to escape his own mundane existence. This was a premonition of the digital age. Today, we are all curators of our own personal brands on social media, projecting carefully constructed versions of ourselves. We perform success, happiness, and authenticity, often feeling a profound disconnect from the person behind the screen. Fight Club understood that when your real life feels empty, the temptation to invent a better one is almost irresistible. Number 3. The illusion of freedom through chaos. Project Mayhem promised liberation by tearing everything down. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. This desire to burn the world and start over resonates deeply in the modern political landscape. We see it in the rise of populist movements that thrive on disruption and anti-establishment rage. They offer a simple, seductive promise. True freedom lies in dismantling the complex, frustrating systems that govern us. But as the film's ending chillingly suggests, the chaos that follows is not freedom. It is simply a different, more unpredictable kind of cage, one where the rules are unknown and the danger is everywhere. Number 2. The loneliness epidemic. Before he finds Fight Club, the narrator is profoundly alone. He fakes illnesses to attend support groups, desperate for any form of human connection, even a fraudulent one. His condition was a canary in the coal mine. We are now more digitally connected than ever before, yet studies consistently report rising levels of loneliness and social isolation. The communities we build online, while valuable, often lack the physical and emotional depth of real-world interaction. The film's protagonist was starving for a tribe, a feeling that has become one of the defining, silent pains of the 21st century. Number 1. The spectacle of collapse. The final, iconic shot. The narrator and Marla Singer holding hands, watching the world they know be systematically erased. They are not participants anymore, they are spectators. This is perhaps the film's most prescient vision. Today, we consume disaster as entertainment. We watch economic meltdowns, political turmoil, and social unrest scroll by on our feeds, all set to a soundtrack. The apocalypse is live-streamed. Fight Club's ending wasn't a call to action. It was a prophecy of inaction, of a generation that would be so overwhelmed by the spectacle of collapse that all they could do was watch. The truths a story reveals are not always comfortable. Fight Club showed us a world teetering on the edge, where the structures holding us together were fragile and the identities we clung to were hollow. It wasn't just a movie, It was a transmission from the near future, a warning that is still echoing today. The deeper we look, the more we realize the most unsettling mysteries are not hidden in the past, but are unfolding right in front of us, in plain sight. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing for more.